Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bujingai, the Forsaken City. It is like the flashiest, most fabulous hack and slash game you will ever see. Also, we're right here. It's this George's Bizarre Adventure. You might as well be, just with more swords and less punches. It is, I know we're starting the stream of games that I don't plan on playing too much further than this. That doesn't mean I don't like these games. It just means I don't like them quite as much. But I still like them. And this game in particular is, again, very flashy, very satisfying to play with. The combat system. It just lacks in some more areas, but by the way, this is the prologue of the game. We actually just get to play around, and you know, the was pleased in that department. I'm doing a bunch of moves here, but okay, well, hold on. Now we actually get like a cutscene. So that's the intro. You actually, in like the little prologue place, it actually records the whatever you do in the prologue and just replays it for the intro. So if you were messing around just like I did, you would get a really stupid looking intro for the thing. But you know, if you actually know what you're doing, it'll work. It'll look kind of better. But you know, I was just messing around. It looks really stupid, but it's a cool idea. Anyways, yeah, there's no way this was scripted. Yeah, it was not. Okay. Anyway, let's go see with the control settings a little bit. Just, I think everything looks fine. Just making sure that that's off. Display settings, screen brightness. Well, they're not gonna be messing around with that too much. Screen placement. That's fine. Don't do the screen. Sound settings to actually have like volume here, so let's see if we can get this like, I guess something like that.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. I bet that was hilarious to watch on your first playthrough when you were trying to figure out the control. Yeah, it was pretty freaking weird when I first played it, but after I realized what was happening, I was like, oh, that's cool. Okay. Anyways, default settings, no. Okay. Do you wish to save to the PS2? Yes, I do. There's no Bujingai. Well, let's make a new one. And anyway, so yeah, this game it's really short. Like, I think it's about 6 missions long, and each mission takes about like half an hour to an hour, depending on how well you do and how much you're figuring out the puzzles. So yeah, we'll be done here next week. Like, we're probably gonna get to like half of the game today, and then the other half next week. Which is fine, I suppose. Again, you're going to opening up with a short game, yeah, and I don't think we want to be looking at any particularly long games in this like Sunday streams for a little bit. Alright, select difficulty. Here we go, baby. Now let's go medium. That'll be fine.
Now, defend yourself. No focus, no balance, no power. Hey! You are terrible. You need more training.
Well, we are now 3,000 years in the past. Would you like some training? Sure, I guess we'll go over the training just so we can get the cutscenes for them. Basic movement controls.
You must learn how to move before you learn how to fight.
Okay.
Use the left. Run.
Wow, it is a
If you want
cutscene.
to walk, push the left analog stick lightly.
Anyways, I think we actually get to control this after.
You can jump
After
by
this.
pressing the X button.
It's such. It's
If you
so
press
like.
the X button while you are moving,
It's so
you
cheesy.
jump in that direction.
It's such a cheesy tutorial that I just can't
Now
skip
it's
it.
time for you to learn how to grab onto objects.
Okay.
If you touch a ledge or pole while you are in the air, you will automatically grab onto it.
Alright. That was one hell of a skip. Did I notice that?
While you are
That was a
hanging,
skip?
press the X
Oh,
button
no.
to jump upwards.
I hope that doesn't become an issue. There shouldn't have been any.
To drop down, press the X button as you push the left analog stick downwards. These are the most basic techniques in the game. Remember them.
Okay. Well. I mean, it's all videos, so I don't actually got to, like, train. Well, I think we'll be fine without having to actually, like, you know, do everything else. I remember roughly how to play this game. So, yeah, we don't need to go through each and every single one. I just wanted to show, like, one of them to see how the, to remember what the master sounds like, because it sounds pretty cool. The most basic techniques in the game, you say? Yeah. No, the most basic techniques for a samurai warrior, or something in universe like that. No, it's just the game. The game understands that it is, in fact, a game. You can review these lessons at any time by returning to the temple and approaching Master Naguri's throne.
You are ready. Now go, Lao. Go and fight!
Well, we are in the game. Let's go ahead and This is level 1, which basically skipped the tutorial. So anyways, you actually block by like not moving. And if you counter while you're blocking, you do more damage. So we need to make sure we do everything. Oh god, the titles are in cursive. Why? Okay. Yeah, so the key to this game's combat system is to pretty much never attack first, always attack second. Alright. Ow. Alright. Alright. Well, anyways, we gotta get these orbs, because that's how we, like, level up and stuff. Alright. Seal has been broken. Okay. Anyway, so, again, as I mentioned yesterday in the Xenosaga stream, this game is not gonna be complicated. We're not looking at, like, weird time travel nonsense or, like, dimensions and shit. It's just a very straightforward video game, and that's exactly what I was looking for. Can you do sneak attacks in this game? No. This is not a stealth. This is not one of those modern games where you got like stealth and then like action, and then you got like fetch quests, and you got everything in one game. No, this is a hack and slash. We do the hacking and we do the slashing. We do not do it silently. Slash the baddies, grab the coins. Couldn't be simpler. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing right now. Ew. Alright. Anyways, and then Lao, he is a Link kind of silent protagonist, as in he's not actually silent, he's just, I mean, he doesn't speak, even though he's technically able to. So you know. Now the air controls are a little bit awkward. Kind of controlling Lao in the air is weird. It's doable, it's just not easy. Let's see, yeah, because I know there's gotta be some secrets around here. Yeah, the game just froze for a second. Did you notice? Is the game freezing for you guys? Because it's not freezing for me. That's well, hold on. I'm actually let me keep track of the recording over there on OBS, because if it's freezing, that's a problem. I mean, it freezes every time you oh, there it is. Yeah, it's freezing. What? That's not supposed to happen. Hold on, let me do something here real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm shutting the like the recording from OBS, and then starting it again. Maybe that will fix it. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it continues to freeze now. Hopefully it won't, but alright. I'm keeping it like... Okay, that was a normal freeze. Alright, also let me lower the volume of my my headphones a bit here. It's kinda loud. But okay, I hope it's loud enough for you guys. Anyways, I'm keeping a close eye on the on OBS now, maybe to see if it freezes again. Okay. Are you using the same PS2 game, the PS2 that gave us disc errors on Xenosaga 3 the other day? No, I'm actually using the quote-unquote good PS2. And that's actually just problems with the stream. The game is not freezing on my end, it's actually just freezing on OBS. So... Okay, I'm not seeing any freezes right now on OBS. I think that might have fixed it. Hopefully. If it happens again, do let me know. Okay. Anyways, got these coins over here too. They are important. I guess the sound effects are just a bit loud. And the sound effects a bit... Do I have... Okay, yeah, we have options here. Well, thankfully in this game we do have volume settings, so we can go ahead and lower those down to like 70. Okay. You wish to say yes, I would do wish to save. The current data will be yes, I would. I know. The game froze when you went to the options menu. Did you notice? No. Why is it freezing? Why is it doing that? That makes no sense. Hey. I'm like almost tempted to restart the stream here if that keeps happening. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, keeping a close eye on it, see if it's happening anymore, but okay. Yeah, if it keeps happening, then we're still kind of early into the stream, but I might just restart it if that's what ends up happening. Okay, I'm tempted to think it's the game's fault, not the stream. Now, if it was the game's fault, then I'd be you know, I'd be freezing in the game. So I'm not noticing the freezes. Especially if you have almost no drop frames. Yeah, I have no drop frames over here. Maybe it's just OBS. It's been kind of weird today. So I wouldn't think this would be like particularly intensive for it or anything like that. Ow. Okay. Logically has to be the game. I guess you make a point there. Alright. Okay, well, let's see. Let's just keep a close eye on that. I guess this is the curse of the game. Knows I'm gonna trade it in after I'm done with it, so it wants to just give me shit before it goes away. Hey. Okay, whatever. Let's see. I got like a crossbow person. Oh, it just reflects them. Okay. Okay, ow! Right. Try going back into the options menu. I want to see if it happens again. Let's see. That's not the options menu. This is the options menu. Okay, let's see. I'm not seeing any freezes over here. I don't know, let's go to control settings. Nothing there. Sound settings. Volume settings. Okay. So it just happens at random. Alright. Well, yeah, that's weird, but again, do let me know if it happens again. If not, then maybe we're okay now. Yeah. Well, anyways, hopefully we won't get too many more, weird freezes, so we can actually focus on the game itself and talk about the game, not the technical difficulties of the game. How do we look around again? That's not the look around button. That's absolutely not the look around button. Okay. I want to say there's gotta be a reason for this platform to be here. That's not the look around button either. Okay. Also, I kinda like the way the combat flows in this game. Reminds me of the on-foot levels of Kid Icarus Uprising. Ah, yes. Okay, hold on. I see the coin. Must get the coin. Okay. Well, there was another thing over there. I want that. Alright. Okay, what's this? I had some magic. I remember when I first played the game I wasn't really using magic too much, but I should probably look into using it more often. Okay. But here you don't need to murder your hand for an awkward touchscreen control scheme, so I bet this feels much better. Well, I'd have to play Kid Icarus myself to have a comparison, but hey, I'll take your word for it. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell if the game freezes here, but let's see. Alright. Also, the music here is pretty... it's pretty intense, all things considered. You. Hey. Alright. Now, we don't have a whole lot of attacks, by the way. It's kind of just your light attacks, and then your heavy attack. Your sprinting. You can also do in the air. It does its job. Okay, I see an orb. I get the orb. Okay. I'll be totally okay with a switchboard of Kid Icarus Uprising. That game desperately needs a normal dual stick touchscreen. I can see what you mean. Okay, there we got. Press conference movie has been unlocked. Well, our first unlockable is like a CEO press conference of like all the corporate people just having a conversation. Cool, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, we unlock cutscenes with the coins. Now this is the old days of games where, you know, collectibles would usually unlock like behind the scenes stuff. So, you know. Alright. Okay, it's not dead yet, actually. By the way, we do have like a magic thing. So, yeah, we can use that. Okay. I'm actually not sure if defeating enemies by countering them gives you more orbs. It might, but I wouldn't bet on it. Collect the coins rather than insert your real world coins, you mean? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of how it works today. You no longer unlock cheats. You pay for cheats. You pay for costumes. You don't unlock them anymore. It sucks. I like the old days where you just like did things to get things, and you don't have to pay things to get more of the game. Okay, what are we looking at here? A portal. Alright, well, cool. We can deal with that. There's a mirror in there. Okay. In other words, the enemy variety is also not a particularly big thing in this game. Like, we will be seeing more kinds of enemies, but not a whole lot. We're not going to be seeing like an entire bestiary of people over here. Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna grab these like orbs before they disappear. Okay. I think the freezes might have stopped. I've noticed that sometimes weird technical issues will constantly happen towards the beginning of a recording or a stream, rather than towards the end or the middle. So I guess maybe just OBS needs to like get accustomed to doing things whenever you start it up. Ow. Which, I mean, fair enough, I suppose. Maybe if I updated to, you know, switch to a newer version of OBS, I wouldn't be having this issue. Okay, let's see. Let's hope I don't get shot by one of those arrow people as soon as I say it. Alright, you know what, you get to die right now. Oh, thank you. Okay. Now you can get... There you go. Alright, now that's gonna unlock the thing. Oh, did you turn off the auto update for OBS? No, remember, because the other OBS program was giving me a lot of problems way back in the day. I'm actually using a much older version of OBS, like OBS Classic instead of OBS Studio. So maybe I should try. You know, since these streams technically aren't as important as the Friday and Saturday streams, I guess maybe next week we can try using OBS Studio instead of OBS Classic, with the proper settings this time, because I think I know what was messing it up so much. But you know, maybe with this new settings I can actually use OBS Studio normally. That would be nice. Okay. Because actually OBS Studio is what I used for my art stream yesterday, and I don't think it gave me any issues from what I was seeing. I mean, I didn't really have anyone to monitor it, but that's okay. It's an art stream, it doesn't really need to be that special. But yeah, maybe if I start using OBS Studio with like the right, like I think the main thing was like hardware rendering instead of software rendering. That's what fixed the problem. Because I was using software rendering, which is like the standard thing that OBS uses, and that's what like every video tutorial on how to set up OBS will tell you to use. But I guess just every tutorial assumes that you have a powerful enough computer, in order to consider that hardware rendering will actually be much easier on your computer at the expense of some quality loss. But that's okay. All right. It took me a minute to figure out what you meant by OBS Studio. I guess that's what I've been using this whole time, and referring to as simply OBS. Yeah, OBS Studio is like the thing that most people use, but before it was OBS Studio, it was called OBS. Alright, no, I sure it was always called OBS Studio, but then they updated to like a newer version. So the old version became OBS Classic, and the current version is OBS Studio. Alright. Hey, you. Okay, yeah, maybe these issues are gone in OBS Studio, so I'll have to try that out. Now obviously that doesn't fix any like disk freezing problems. That's directly with the console, not the recording software. Alright. There's a thing we've done here. Let's see. Oh, it's ready. To address a much earlier question that I saw you asking, you're guessing that most of these games that I only plan on streaming once more is because they're short. That's kind of true for some of them. You know, this game in particular, I don't plan on the fact that it is short makes me kind of like, I mean, am I really gonna get too much out of it? But at the same time, you know, if it's short but has a lot of replay value and it's very enjoyable, then I'm fine with it. Like a lot of horror games, like particularly like the classic Resident Evil games I'm talking about here, they're pretty short, all things considered. But they have a lot of replay value and are very fun in that short time. So those I want to keep. But you know, if it, in this case, for example, it's like Bujinga is great and all, but if I want the ultimate hack and slash experience, I would probably go with like the Devil May Cry or maybe even God of War instead of Bujinga. So again, it's a cool game. I really like it for some things, but at the same time, it doesn't impress me quite as much as some other games do. So it's basically just a matter of keeping the top dog and all the wannabes just going out. Not because they're bad, but because they're just not good enough, I suppose. Anyways, we got a Soryuken. Like, just straight off Soryuken. Alright. Okay, that's how I would have felt if I owned Wario World back in the day. I would have sold it at some point because it was so short. There aren't that many games I regularly replay from the start. Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. Hi, okay, well, it's just ow. Alright, well, we did something here. Alright, are we supposed to do that again? I think I was supposed to get a tutorial for that. But, I think the game just kind of saw me figuring it out on my own, so basically, we were supposed to, to just continuously press square as we were quote-unquote countering the waterfall. That's what we were supposed to do. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, we'll be fighting a lot of these like demon zombie people. Pretty much throughout the entire game. So again, going back to the issue of enemy variety, it's not really there, but you know, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Okay. Alright. Again, we will be facing some unique kind of enemies, and of course, every level has a boss fight at the end of it, so that'll be fun too. Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and get these orbs from over here. Hey, it's not worth it to go back there. And so we have 486 coins, so we can spend them once we're out of here. Pretty sure. Okay, am I missing any? I haven't gotten any coins in a while. Am I? I mean, I understand I'm not really looking out for them too much, but you know, probably looking out a bit more. Well, speaking of coins, there's one right here. Okay. I think every 5 you unlock something. Alright. Alright, and also we unlock more attacks too as we spend our orbs. Okay. You. And you also have the ability to replay missions if you want to just go back and get more orbs instead of continuing onwards. I may do that, I may not, I don't know. Okay. So I just discovered the Boundary Break series on YouTube. Have you heard of it? Yes, I have. I've seen like a couple of episodes. I think the last episode I watched was the Hat in Time episode. That was pretty cool. You know, showing how like there's some Easter eggs on the on like inside a closet in one of the hub world areas. That's just like some cryptic dialogue and some shit, and then there's also like a toilet Easter egg. Yeah, those were pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, something about the geometry of this level has me wondering what might be hidden out of bounds in this game. It's entirely possible that there will be something here. Well, I dropped down, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. You see, because I didn't look at the tutorial on how to swing. I do not know how to swing. Okay. Well, yeah, there might be some secrets here, like... You can definitely tell that the developers had fun making this game. The music and all the cheesy things going on point towards it being like a game that they wanted to do. They knew it wasn't going to be a big deal, but, you know... Now that said, Taito is not a particularly big company. Like, they did some stuff back in the day. I think particularly the, that one puzzle game about like dinosaurs shooting bubbles at each other. I think they did that one. I might be wrong about that, but I think that's what they did. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Okay, you don't swing, you just jump. Alright, now I know. Is there yes there is. Ah! Okay, please. Lao, thank you. Wait, no, that's... Can I not go up there? I feel like I should be able to. Alright, well, thankfully Lao has just like infinite wall climbing abilities, so... Yeah, that's nice. Is there a coin down there? I don't see one. Okay, never mind, there might not be a coin anywhere. Okay, are the demons exploding into yellow dollar bills? Well, scrolls, but I guess that's fine. They are demons, so I guess we're sealing them away. That might be the premise here. Okay. Well, there's a coin over there. Let's see. Well, shit, I missed it. Hold on. Okay. Well, I think I went past it now. Let's try again. There we go. Yeah, again, air control is a little bit complicated, but it's doable. Alright, let's see. Oh, you really do have infinite walk. Yeah, imagine Genji with this shit. Like, this is like vanilla Overwatch Genji right here. Oh my god, I loved playing Genji back then. Honestly, that might have been one of the reasons I kind of started getting bored with Overwatch. Some heroes back in the day were, admittedly, maybe kind of overpowered, but they were fucking fun. Genji, in particular, was just so much fun to play once you actually figured out how to use him. And then they like nerf his wall climbs and shit. It kind of lost the magic and just became more esports. And I mean, this might be a controversial opinion, but I just really do not like it when a game chooses balance over fun. When you know, when something is arguably a very fun, entertaining thing to do, but it's also kind of overpowered. Maybe a bit unfair for some people, but you know, I mean, if it's like extremely overpowered, then yeah, you know, of course it's gotta be fixed. But at the same time, it's like in the Genji situation, I feel like he wasn't that bad, and he required enough skill for his insanity to be justified. Okay. Yeah, for some reason I find most offense characters to be boring and difficult to play as. Yeah, in Overwatch I can understand that. I know there's been more heroes added since vanilla, and there will be more to be added in the future. And you may have realized that they actually completely removed the defense class, and instead just every defense hero just became an offense hero that just works differently from normal offense heroes, I suppose. But there is no longer an offense class. It's just there's just a giant offense. I mean, yeah, there's no longer a defense class. There's just a giant offense roster. Okay. Anyways, and yeah, I had no idea. And furthermore, Symmetra also got in there because Symmetra's role as a support was kind of questionable. So people were thinking that she should actually be a defense hero, and then defense disappeared, so now she's just an offense hero. She went from support to defense. I mean, from support to offense. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so you just have your clear tanks, your clear healers, and then just everything else in between. Which, I mean, I suppose that's fine, I guess. Okay, maybe it's not so fine, honestly. You know, I should probably be, using these abilities that I'm getting. Hold on, that's not... What? I keep pressing start because, you know, start is usually the pause menu, but in this game it's actually select. Okay, well that's the fireball. Let's try the Soryuken. See how that works. I'm gonna need some enemies to try this out on. Hello? This looks like an enemy area. Oh, it's a crossbow. I think we encountered a wall, and it made things a little bit difficult for Lao here. Alright. Or this Soryuken, as I'm pronouncing it in my head. Okay, it doesn't go up, it's just like an air drill. Alright. We did get a different one though. Let's see. Hurls a deadly fireball at the enemy, a charging attack that's good for gaining ground, and increases your attack power but slowly drains your magic. Okay, so this is just a buff. These are actual attacks. Well, considering I'm barely using the the magic spells, I might just go with that instead. Ah, but this actually activates itself automatically, I see. So, okay, never mind. We'll, I thought I could activate it whenever I wanted to, but in that case, we'll just save it for like when we're in a boss fight or something. Okay. No, sour. Oh, sour Yukin. A sour Yuka. That sounds bad. Let's not go for that. Okay. Anyways, then we have a giant guy in the neighborhood now, so let's ow. Ow. I'm trying to get away here. Okay, let me just grab the remaining orbs if there's any around here. I don't see any, never mind. Oh, there's a couple of. Alright. Hey, can you please, like, attack so I can counterattack? Okay. Actually, I think I can, hold on. Yeah, you can actually dodge when you do this counterattack thingies. Yeah, that works. He's like unable to counter if I'm... Never mind, there he countered while I was in the air. Okay. Okay. That's some mental slap bass in the music. Yeah, there's... The music in this particular level is pretty cool. I think it's actually just the main theme of the game. And they just reused it for the first level, which... I guess that's fine, considering this level is literally called The Forsaken City. Just like the subtitle of the game. It works. Now it is... I will note that this game technically has 3 different names. In Japan, it's just called Bujingai. Not the Forsaken City or anything, it's just Bujingai. Ow. And in Europe, it's called Bujingai Swordmaster. Instead of, you know, there's no reference to the Forsaken City, and I think that actually makes more sense because I'm pretty sure, at least from what I remember, this is the Forsaken City. It's just level 1. There's actually nothing particularly special about the Forsaken City. It's just the Forsaken City. Okay. Here we have our first boss. It's a jester. Well, okay, cool. I'm not sure what was the point of that. Hold on, let's see. Okay, well there we go. It took like a third of his health already. Let's see. Yeah, with bosses I find it more useful to dodge and then counter, not go directly into the counter. Hold on. There we go. It's almost dead. Actually, I can probably just do this. If it hits. Ow. Oh, actually, he actually broke my defense. Never mind. There. Okay, now we actually killed him.
I know those moves. You're Lao. I shall take you back to the temple. Come with me.
everyone is so fucking flashy in this game. Okay. Well, apparently I got beginner ranking on the timing, so that's I think if you actually are going for like top tier times in every mission, you can beat this game in like 2 hours. Probably. This, if you skip past all the enemies or something, I guess. We got master on stylized action points, so that's cool. Damage taken from enemies, well that's fine. Orbs collected, master. Alright, max 52 hits is a beginner combo apparently. Holy shit. Okay. I have more move like they move like in the Ocarina of Time, where enemies don't hang up on you all at once and you just avoid you while you're supposed to be fighting whoever's in focus. Yeah, that's nice of them. But Zingai isn't even the guy's name, yeah. Very radical. That's Chang'e. I meant to say thanks, Chang'e, but for all I know, that could actually be who that is. Well, I don't remember her name, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Well, we now have 1094 orbs to spend. Let's go ahead and spend them once we get a cutscene for the next place. Okay, well, we have no save files here, so just make one. Okay. Let's see.
You can go to different locations through the portal. You will face an army of demons. You must fight your way through them. You are our only hope.
So yeah, that's the story. There are demons attacking. We must stop them. That's the story right there. We don't have 50 different villain organizations. Our main character is just the chosen one. Nothing special about him being the chosen one, other than, you know, the fact that he is the chosen one. That's it. Again, I also chose this game because I needed something fucking simple after the nonsense that is Xenosaga Episode 3. I mean, Xenosaga in general, but Episode 3 is what we're playing right now. Okay, the fact that she's not directly talking is part of what gave me that impression. Apparently, there's gate winds in the forecast today. Yeah, it's. Actually, no, we were playing Jak and Daxter last week. Jak also has this. If you stand completely still, Jak and Daxter would just kind of have wind blowing, like wind blowing Jak's hair and his clothes, and then Daxter's tail will also be like swinging. So, you know. Anyways, let me check something here. Status. Can I mess around with that? Yes. From here I can or maybe not. Actually, no. Never mind. I can't. I think there's another way in which we can improve stage 2 power-up settings. That's what we gotta do. Okay, so I have 1090. We do not have enough for anything. Never mind. Oh wait, no. Yes, we do. I think 3000 is the most you can get. Maybe. Actually, I have no idea. Anyways, increase Ryugato level. Use the orbs to increase your sword damage and attack rate. Okay. Use the orbs to increase your magic abilities and use higher level spells. Increase your health gauge, magic gauge, and defense. Again, I'm not really using the magic too much. So for now, I think it's either gonna be between this or just health or defense. I guess we'll go for just offense for now. Okay. Or maybe not, maybe we actually do need to spend 3000 points in it, or not. Hold on, let's see. There. Now it's level 2. Okay, we don't have enough for anything else. But let me do something here. You can actually like return your points, but Okay, so it takes exactly 600 for each of these. And you can put a maximum of 3,000 in each category. So that's 15,000 total if you want to get every upgrade. Fair enough, I suppose. Okay. Galeao means cake in French. Wonder what Gailu is in Japanese. Well, couldn't tell you that, but sure. Okay, bamboo forest. Let's go there. Let's see. It's a bit less for increased defense. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay. Well, let's see. These loading screens are a little bit long, though, I must admit. Or maybe I'm just used to faster loading screens from other games. I don't know. Well, we are in a foggy bamboo forest. Fair enough. Actually, I think tonight's stream might be shorter than 3 hours. Kind of like, it's becoming a kind of just thing for Sunday streams to be shorter. Not just the games shorter, but the actual streams are getting shorter on Sundays too. Probably because, like, all the Sunday games we've been playing lately just have like a method, you know, a particular length about them, and a goal that I can go towards. That would be like, okay, this is. I'm not focusing on how long we're gonna stream tonight. I'm focusing on let's get this particular goal done tonight, and therefore, you know, it does. I guess it doesn't really matter how long the stream is, as long as we get the goal ready. Which maybe that's just a better approach to some games. Something like Xenosaga, you know, that's just an RPG. You just keep going with that until it eventually ends. But you know, this has a more uniform thing going on. Okay. You're having a bit of a hard time distinguishing T's and L's tonight. Maybe increase the text size on your chat window. I would love to, but I can't. Okay. Like, hold on. Do I have an option here? Because I have the, like, I can maximize the whole window, but that doesn't make the chat bigger. And because I have the chat popped out, it doesn't give me the option to mess around with the size of it, so I'll have to look if there's a way to do it. You can just hold control and use the mouse wheel. Oh, hold on. Let me see if that actually works in this. Okay, I need my keyboard. Oh, it actually did work. Oh, never mind, there you go. There, now the chat is a little bit bigger. I need to, like, start memorizing shortcuts. It's clear that it's something I should be investing my knowledge into. Okay, now we have a much easier to read chat window. Let's see. It's demon slaying weakens their hold on the gate. Okay, so we gotta go slay some demons. Alternatively, I could speak in all caps, but that would get obnoxious. No, don't do that. Do not. It's okay. We don't need, like, if all caps would be advisable in the situation, that's fine. Or otherwise, all caps will just get obnoxious at some point. I say that as if comic books and manga don't literally write in all caps for their fonts. Like, have you guys ever noticed that? Like, most anime and manga just write in all caps for seemingly no reason. I mean, you kind of get used to it after a while, but it still would be nice if we had, like, actual capitalization differences. Okay. Anyways. Let's see. Alright. Oh, we got a new kind of enemy here. You see, these guys actually lift you. Let's see. Also, I think because we got a new, Yeah, because we increased our attack power, it also gave us a small extension to our basic combo. It might be kind of hard to see, but it's there. Okay. Yeah, I love my all caps manga. Wonder why it's so different than all caps on the internet. As it says in all caps, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just the font itself kind of works for it, whereas, you know, like Times New Roman or like Arial in all caps looks chaotic. But the like the manga font doesn't look quite as bad. Can you attack, please, sir? Thank you. Okay, well, never mind. Hey, don't run away. Okay, now that you mention it, I'd like to know what the default manga font is. Well, I have that font downloaded onto GIMP, and it's literally just called like anime font or something like that. But I'm sure that's not the actual name of it. Probably it's called something different. It's definitely a font that was created for manga and stuff. It's not like something that's been around since like the 1700s or anything. Okay. I mean, it's probably been around since at least the early days of manga and comic books, maybe. But yeah, I'm guessing the font is less than 100 years old, is what I'm trying to say. Which, now I think about it, I actually don't know how old some fonts are. Like, I assume they're old, but they might not be quite that old. Now here we go, I think it's called Wild Words. Ah, that was interesting. But, yeah, I don't think it's a font that computers and things come installed with, so you'll have to download it yourself and put it on whatever program it is that you seek to use. Okay. Okay, this guy's just down cooperating. Yeah, well, that guy's almost dead. Hey, you. Alright. Okay, you. Come on. Do your hit. Do your attack. So as you can see, when the enemies start making a different pain noise and they get lifted by your attacks, that's when they what am I trying to say here? That's when you know they're dead. Okay. Hey, thanks Hydrobot for reminding us to drink some water now that we've been streaming for an hour. There's a bamboo on the camera. Hold on. There you go. Now there's no longer a bamboo on the camera. Okay. Let me get some water now that the Hydrobot reminded me. Alright, my temporary names for the enemies we've discovered so far are Puppet Guy, Big Guy, and Mushroom Guy. Well, fair enough. What do you call this guy? Like a frog rat person? Because it's definitely a rat person that jumps around like a frog. Okay. You're not the cute kind of frogs. That is not floppy. That is definitely not the kind of floppy I want around my life. Okay. Anyways, I'm sure their actual names are like some Japanese demon thing, like I don't know, like Korenai Oni, a Crimson Demon or something like that. I suppose that would make sense, but it's probably something more, you know, actual Japanese mythology and not just words put together to make a name. Okay. Then again, apparently a kitsune is considered to be a completely different creature, even though kitsune literally just means fox in Japanese. So, you know, maybe the fact that it is in Japanese makes it a completely different concept. Okay. Oh, you jumped at the wrong time, Mr. Man. Alright, let's see. I think I'll call them Flea Men after the Castlevania enemy. Yeah, I guess that I haven't yet met any Flea Mans in any Castlevania games, but I'll have to look them up, and I'm sure they'll look kind of similar to this, like rat people. Okay. Anyways, also I'm noticing that the screen could probably serve to be a little bit higher over here. Okay, like hold on, like a little bit smaller in this department. Let me try to fix that real quick. Okay. Now I don't have that black window, that black bar over there, and we don't have it over there either. And we can just go back, position size, fit to screen. There you go. Now we get as much of the screen as possible with very little being cut off. On closer inspection, they kind of remind me of the Not Lagoose werewolves from Fire Emblem Fates, but scrawnier. Ah, there. I did not realize there were Lagoose werewolf people in Fates. I have to look into them. Okay, I think that's all the enemies and items there in this area, so now we can safely move on into the next area, which I'm sure will have a different puzzle. Okay. So what do you guys have for lunch today? This morning I woke up with with the deepest desire for what's the name? For nachos. So I went and got some nachos, and they were pretty good. Like, there were some supreme nachos that had like chicken and refried beans and cheese and lettuce, tomatoes, all the good stuff. It was great. But that's pretty much all I had today. After that, I made me some fajitas too, but those weren't particularly a big plate. So the main dish today was definitely the nachos. Okay. When the 8th rune is toppled, the seal shall be broken. The 8th rune. Okay, well, that's our clue for this area. Let's see. There's a different kind of enemy. Actually, it's just the rat people, but bigger. Well, he might seem more intimidating, but he actually seems equally as weak. So, now I'm not particularly worried about that. And see, he had some mash burger. Well, that's cool. I don't think I've had mashed burger since that time you and I went to have mashed burger. It's not a place I normally go to. Not because it's bad or anything, it's just, you know, I don't know, I guess it's kind of expensive. And if I'm having expensive burgers, it'll usually be Five Guys instead of Smash Burger. So, whatever. Maybe I'll have some Smash Burger on the day of Smash Bros. Release, though. I wonder if they actually get, if Smash Burger gets more, public, thanks to Smash Bros. That'd be kind of funny. It's entirely possible, but, you know. Okay. Anyways, so... Well, there's one rune. I guess we have 7 more to go. Okay. Mushroom Burger is where I was going with it. Oh! You meant Mushroom Burger, not Smash Burger, not Mash Burger. Well, you know what? A Mushroom Burger from Smash Burger. Let's go with that. Okay. I have no idea where the nearest Smashburg is, but I'd love to go back someday. Get an Eggberg. Yeah, this Eggberg's pretty good too. Okay, Ayu. Yeah, I think this is one of the other reasons I enjoy the game but don't really wish to come back to it too much, because pretty much all we do is go to an area, fight some enemies, and then move on to the next area to fight some more enemies. Like, again, the combat system is great, but it's all we do. All we do is combat and like some very slight platforming and puzzle solving. And I mean, again, it's fun, but like once you're done with it, you're done with it. You don't really wish to go back to it. Okay. Before I go get that guy, let me get this thing over here. Okay. There's a guy over here. There you are. Okay. Oh, actually, they have their names right there. I didn't even notice that. Alright, that guy is called the Forsaken Soldier. This guy is also a Forsaken Soldier. I'm gonna guess the other people are the Forsaken Archers. The ones that have the bows on them. And I guess we can see what the rat people are called. Okay, never mind. This isn't some weird Japanese name over here. It's actually just Forsaken Soldiers. Okay, well that was 3 seals in one, so that's 4 seals already. We need 4 more. Okay. Vinny uploaded a video about Burger Kun a while ago, which is basically a Japanese kids toy where you press colored taffy into a mold to make very small burger components. Ah! Interesting. If Vinny made a video of it, I'm sure it gets crazier the more you look at it. Okay. Yeah, so this guy's just a Forsaken Archer. Okay. Okay, so this guy... Okay, that's a Forsaken Soldier again. That guy is an undead soldier. Okay, so... Not all of them are zombies, it's just... The other guys are zombier. And this guy, I suppose. Hello, we got a thing. The spell Senranken can now be unlocked. So what does Senranken do? Let's find out real quick. Okay. Select spell. Senranken. Summons a whirlwind around you. Ah! I think we actually need to use that one here if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Extremely bizarre. Okay, yeah, so it is one of those weirder looking things. Is there a coin around here by the way? Yes, there is. Ay, ay, ay. Gact interview. I think Gact is one of the many companies that apparently translated here. Does Senran translate to whirlwind? Okay. Senran. From Senran Kagura specifically. Senran Kagura, I think, translates to some kind of war. Actually, that's more or less like I remember reading the actual like it's not an exact translation because the word Senran is some like old Japanese word that has probably sounded different than what its modern equivalent may be, but yeah, Senran has something to do with war, and then Kagura. Well, in Senran Kagura, the Kagura is like the ultimate rank that shinobis can achieve. So in there, it's kind of like the war to become the best shinobi. In this case, Senran would be more like Senran-ken. So like maybe Ken means wind or something like that. So it would be like the tornado of war, or the whirlwind of war. I think that's what it would roughly translate to if I had to guess. Anyway, speaking of it, we actually need to use it here. There you go. Oh, I just looked it up. Yeah, Senran is roughly war. Yeah. So again, yeah, I'm gonna guess Senran-ken means the tornado of war. And Senran Kagura is the war to be the top shinobi. They don't mention the boobs in the title, but trust me, they are there. Okay. Now, we unlock the door. Where the fuck is the door? This is a foggy labyrinth. I don't know where we're going. Okay, what's your name? Sinister Talon. Okay, well, I guess the name is more bird-like than I would imagine. Alright. Mr. Man, I'm gonna need you to attack, please. Actually, I figured out the pattern with these people. If you move, they move as well. But if you don't move, then they don't move. Okay, fair enough. These guys are like the most basic enemy, so they don't have any particularly weird... Ow. Alright, any particularly weird things going on. Ow! Okay, you know what, sir? Sir, I'm gonna need you to like not... Okay, they're actually kind of accurate. I mean, I say as I was running directly towards him, so maybe he's not quite as accurate as I'm giving him credit for. But, alright, whatever. Okay. Short words like Ken, Chi, and Ki seem to be the most loose in their translation and could mean one of many things. Yeah. Are you telling me this is super hot before super hot? Well, I mean, if you want to look at it that way, sure. Okay, this is a... Does that say Feral Reaper? I'm going to assume that says Feral Reaper and not Feral Piper. Okay, I took a lot of damage there. Holy shit. Alright. More like Ripper. More like Ripperoo. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, I think this game does the thing that a lot of hack and slash games do, where if you start becoming low on health, enemies become more likely to drop health orbs instead of just the normal coin orbs, which is nice. Also, that coin is apparently going to be a little bit of an issue to get, because Lao does that weird, like, going downwards a little bit thing when he lights. Okay, well that's fine, we got it. I'm sure I missed a couple of coins somewhere in the first level, but I can go back and grab those later if I need to. Okay. I don't need to be going back to fight all these enemies, but you know, orbs are kind of a limited thing in this. We have exactly 1,000 orbs, by the way. Holy shit, that's kind of nice. Okay. Let's see. Alright, you, Mr. Man. Okay, so if I don't move, you actually come towards me. Or maybe you just stand fucking still. Jesus Christ. There we go. Well, if they're not gonna react by me countering, then I'm just gonna have to do it on my own. Jeez. Okay. I think that's more or less all the enemies that I had to deal with. Let's see if anyone else respawns. Or spawns. Not respawns, just normal spawn. Okay. I think we're actually done with this area, so we can safely move on. Okay. If you don't move, they can smell you. They can't smell you. That's how it works. If you've ever seen Jurassic Park, that's how T-Rexes do. Okay. Anyways, what's the puzzle here? The Reaper of Souls may pass after the harvest is complete. Ah! Oh, I remember how this one works. Okay, so the bamboo trees actually drop these things now. Green orbs. It's an orb that contains spiritual energy. So we actually need to keep as many orbs as we can. And they keep getting drained as you proceed here. So I think the best thing to do here will probably just be to take care of all the enemies first, and then we can safely collect our orbs. Okay, now we're definitely gonna be destroying some bamboo trees in the forest in the process though. So I hope I don't destroy too many of them. Okay. Let's see. Was there an orb here? Yes, there was. Yeah, deforestation. Well, it doesn't seem like anyone lives here anyway, so I'm sure it's fine. Okay. I mean, I know there's walls, but it doesn't seem to be much civilization outside of that. Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna scout this whole area onto this, and I can assure that there's no more enemies. Then I can get all my deforestation orbs in peace. Okay. Hold it, AI. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we are playing on normal. Then again, the only other option we had was easy, so I'm sure that'd be even stupider then. Well, actually, I'm not sure if the difficulties will change the AI behavior, or if they'll just change the stats of the enemies to make them stronger. Which, if this is a low-budget game, then I would fully expect them to just be the enemies to just be stronger, not more aggressive. Okay. Sir? Sir, please. I can actually just kind of tailgate this guy. Okay, never mind. There he goes. They figured out how to do a 180-degree turn. Can't believe it. Alright. Anyways. Let's see. Any more enemies around here? Yes, there are. It's Mr. Feral Reaper Man. Okay. Now. Again, I keep saying again so much as if I actually started a point, but I usually just start by saying again as if I had said something beforehand. But anyway, the reason I call this this stream the Fab and Slash, you know, referring to this game as the most fabulous hack and slash game ever, is because of Lau. He's just like you've seen already. He's just too fabulous, too stylish of a man to ignore. Like, I mean, I guess you have like Dante from Devil May Cry. He's stylish, but he's stylish in a very different kind of way. As compared to Lau, he's just too cool. Okay. I am not digging the fog in this level. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to see. Also, the Ripper enemies making that one stock bear noise when you hit them. Sorry, I mean sinister talons. Yeah, yeah, they definitely make those weird bear noises. I'm noticing. I didn't have that last week with Jak and Daxter. Like every enemy makes a bear noise. Well, apparently we're getting that here as well. I heard some enemies. There you go. Okay, let's see. Just grin and bear it. I mean, you're just gonna keep jumping. Yeah, apparently I'm gonna get hit by you. Alright. And it's still alive. Okay, there we go. Let's see. So we're about done here with the enemies. I think I've scouted this area pretty well. Also, as you can see, this tree is like different. That means it will give us a lot more orbs. I don't remember how many orbs we need to go into the door with, but I'm sure we can check. Okay, did I come through here, or am I supposed to go here? I've seen jokes, but do JoJo characters actually do this much unnecessary backflipping? I haven't heard of JoJo characters doing a whole lot of backflipping. They do more just I think JoJo, the way JoJo works is just they just kind of make every action, no matter how mundane, extremely extravagant. Like, I think there's this one clip of Jotaro Joestar playing like a chess match or something, or you know, some kind of board game like that. And I guess at one point he pulls a checkmate or something like that, and it's just like this he just like slams down that checkmate, and everyone is like, no way! And then there's this one guy that's just like, what? It's something or other. It's just extreme. I mean, I'm sure that's just a thing of shonen games. I mean, shonen anime in general. Just make even the most mundane of actions as extreme as possible. Honestly, that's part of the appeal. They know it's ridiculous, so they're going all out with the ridiculousness. It makes sense. Okay. Anime chess with a completely mundane chessboard. I'd love to see that. Yeah. Oh hi, we have a tiger here. Didn't realize we had a new kind of enemy already. Okay, well. Anyways. What's this guy called again? Ow. You know what? There. Alright. Let's see. Okay, this freaking tiger person. What's your name? Spear Prowler. Okay. Okay, it's a lot more dangerous than I'm giving him credit for. Okay. I'm gonna need this guy to like get out of here first. Yeah, it's a cool enemy, it's just dangerous. Ow. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, we took like half its health though, so that's okay. There. Okay, the tiger has been taken care of. We can now proceed. It's kind of like a He-Man's battle cat. Yeah. That's a good comparison. Okay, so here's the gate. Cut the bamboo and release 100 green orbs. Okay, so we need to come here with 100 green orbs in order to get what we most desire. Alright. So let's go back to those giant bamboo trees. That will probably give us most of the orbs we need. Or as it should. If not, we got plenty more bamboos to cut in on the way here. Okay. I mean, I hope I'm going the right way. I don't know for sure though. Okay, here's one. Let's find where the other one is before I start cutting anything. Okay. So you're gonna be over here. No. Where am I? I have no idea where I am right now. Which, I mean, fair enough. Okay, we're back at the beginning. Well, we can just start putting bamboos. Honestly, it's fine. There's plenty of bamboos on the way. I'm sure we'll be able to collect at least 100 by the time we get there. Okay. Alright. Let's see. I just googled He-Man Battle Cat to remind myself what it looks like, and I found a picture of a He-Man Funko Pop figure. Oh no, it looks like a goddamn emoji. Well, yeah, I guess that's just kind of the nature of the Funkos. They just look weird. Okay, I'm not making a whole lot of. I'm not making a whole lot of orbs here. Kind of just barely managing to keep some kind of number going on. Okay. Anyway, here's one of the big trees. Let's go ahead and grab that. Okay. There we go. That's the kind of numbers I need to see. Okay, there's gotta be another bamboo tree around here somewhere. Like another big one. Okay. Maybe like this way? Yeah, wherever I need to go, I need to keep cutting down this tree so I can actually keep my orb count up. And then we actually use the big trees to gain orbs. This is just to keep the orbs from running out. The big one is actually to gain the new ones. Okay, there it is. Okay, there we go. Now we have 100. Now we just need to get to the exit, wherever that is. I'm gonna guess it's this way. I sure hope it's this way. Okay, if any one of those was not cut properly. Okay. Is that the exit? No, that's not the exit. Maybe it is. Hold on. Alright, I sure hope I'm going the right way. Oh boy. Okay. Get over here. Here's like a gate sort of looking place. This wouldn't be too hard if it weren't for the fog. Yeah, the fog is definitely making this a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, there's the gate. We found it. Just need to make our way to it by ensuring we have at least 100 orbs on us. Okay. Yeah, that should be... Okay. There we go. Now, are we gonna get a boss fight up behind this door? We might. If not, there's at least one more puzzle, then there we go. Let's see.
Nice of you to return, Lao. I suspect you're here for a rematch. You're a fool.
I thought we were fighting Daimyo Dracula. No, we're fighting a fucking Minotaur. Let's see. How does this guy work again? Actually, you know what I should do? Here's what I should do. Let me get that, that Tekuken thing. Choose the level. That's the one I want, right? Yeah, okay. That's going to increase our attack power. Still not a panda. I see you wanted a giant panda demon. Now we're getting a Minotaur demon. Okay. Alright. There it is over there. What's it doing? Alright, well. Okay, well that's a nice amount of damage done to him. I mean, this is pretty easy so far. As long as I keep dodging his attack, just staying behind him. That is fucking pathetic. Oh, there we go. We killed it. Well, there we go. We won. That was easy. Okay. Wow, King Bob-omb from Mario 64 was harder than that. Yeah. Now he did disappear. He didn't actually, you know, die. So we will have a rematch with him later, I'm pretty sure. But I'm pretty sure the next boss that we're going to be fighting is a lot trickier from what I remember. And I played this game not that long ago. Like, less than a year ago, in fact. So I still have somewhat of a fresh memory going on here. Okay. Demon Foot. Okay, there is something below beginner. Demon Foot. So below half an hour, just slightly below half an hour is beginner. Anything above that is the lowest possible rank. Okay. So I don't know, how fast do you want me to beat this level game? Like under 10 minutes? I guess it wants me to avoid finding enemies if that's the case. Yeah, it feels like I can't do my orbs collected thing while doing the time thing, because, you know, it takes time to go out and fight the enemies. Okay. this would be a cool game to speedrun. Yeah, you definitely won't get high rankings, but you know. Okay, well we got 200 bonus orbs for that. That's cool. I would like to save, yes. Been playing the game for apparently an hour or something. An hour and a half, like almost exactly. Okay, yeah, you'd be collecting like no orbs if you were going for speed. Yeah, and that's not what we want. We want those freaking orbs, man. Unless you get a huge orb bonus for your time.
You've seen him. He was an old friend of yours. He now rules over all the demons. He is not a man, and not a demon, but a deadly combination of the two. You can travel to other lands by going through the portals. Please, come back safely.
Well, there's our main villain over there. I don't even remember what his name was. It was just a villain. Also, here's the training grounds that we saw in like the tutorial video. So, there's actually some orbs here if you want to collect those. If you don't feel like going out to the previous areas to collect the orbs again, and I guess you could just grab a couple of them from here. And so you got this. This is where you also learn all your moves and stuff. But it's nothing particularly special, so we're not gonna bother. We will definitely spend our orbs here, though. Okay. Oh, so more like Alucard then. I suppose that's fine. Okay, the Desecrated Monastery. That's where we're going next. But for now, let's go ahead and do some power-ups. Let's go ahead and increase our health. That sounds like a smart thing to do. And hold on. There we go. Oh yeah, increased defense actually does have smaller things, so we might be able to just afford 2 levels of increasing defense here. But if we got 1,000, and if we can go ahead and do that, we might as well. Yeah, I think we can afford it. Let's see. Gonna be 900. Yes, it is. There. Okay. Yes, 2 levels of defense. And you still take orbs away from that thing. Yes, we. Oh no. Actually, no. It's set now. So now make sure you spend your orbs wisely the first time. You don't get to get them back later. Which I mean, fair enough. I suppose. You could go all in with one power-up in one level, then completely change them later. Yeah, if we were able to take them out, then now we could do that, but nah, I kind of like to go for a balance here. I mean, except for the magic, I'm not really using the magic too much. So, I guess we'll just stay like this for now. Oh, but you can reset them. Yeah, undo the current changes. So, I think you probably could get them back and reset them like that if you wanted to, so that works. You'll have to re-spend them, but if that's what you want to do. Okay, well, there you go. Well, never mind then. Yep. Let's see. I think I remember what this level is like, and it's a little bit claustrophobic from what I remember. Well, let's see. Yeah, even more claustrophobic from where we just were. Hey. Yeah, it is in fact a monastery, but it's got some pretty enclosed environments in there. A desecrated monastery. By the way, I've been meaning to ask this all night, but is your character wearing white makeup? Hold on. Lau, are you wearing makeup? Let's see. It kind of looks like he is. He's definitely wearing some makeup. Like, I think he's got lipstick and eye makeup. I'm not sure if he's actually wearing like paint, like, you know, white makeup on his face though. Kind of looks like it. With the eyeshadow, pink hair, and wild clothes, he almost looks like a clown. Well, I'm sure there's like an actual Asian culture that has this kind of style for men in particular. In fact, I think I've seen a couple of anime have like characters with white. Yeah, because I have definitely seen that white like makeup on male characters in some animes too, and even like Chinese culture. Alright, well, we now have spiders. Cool, everyone's favorite. They're called razor spiders. And I think these spiders are wearing like freaking nose rings. These are emo spiders, you see, or god spiders. Okay. I would go as far as called kabuki characters clowns. Well, yeah, I suppose. Maybe it's basically a clown with a bit more history behind it, I suppose. Slightly less creepy, more just kind of weird looking. Okay, the kabuki spiders are gonna be a little bit difficult to counter because they don't attack too much. They kind of just cling onto the walls and wait for you to attack them. Okay. Anyways. Let's see. Okay, do we have any... I feel like there's probably some coins hiding above ground in this level. I got more spiders here. Are you implying clowns don't have a deep secret lore hidden behind them? Well, you know what? I'm sure clowns do have some history. Obviously there must have been an evolution of jesters. You know, because, you know, jesters were made to entertain the monarchs, and then clowns are kind of made to entertain everyone, so maybe clowns are the Robin Hoods of jesters. Let's just go with that. Okay. Let's see, am I missing anything here? I'm not sure where the Robin Hood thing comes in. Probably just from, I don't know, helping the people instead of the monarchs. Okay. Anyways, let's see. I think the spiders are going to be the main enemy we're going to be fighting here. Alright, let's see. Okay, also the spiders actually have heads on their butts. I remember Jim Sterling not too long ago actually did a contest of who could create the best like zombie spider, head spider thing. It was basically a spider coming out of a human head, which is actually like a Unity asset thing. And he just basically made a contest to see if people could come up with a better design for that thing, because it's so commonly used on asset flips without anything done to alter it. Yeah, oh yeah, the horrible spider contest, that was cool, yeah, and he got a bunch of response to that. But anyways, I'm wondering if anyone submitted anything that looks like very similar to this kinds of spiders. That would be kind of interesting. Alright. You can attack anytime you're there. Well, if you're not going to attack, your friend is going to attack. There we go. Yeah, countering a single enemy, you know, taking care of a single enemy is really easy in this game, but it's when they start ganging up on you that's when things become a problem. Any second, there you go. Okay. These look almost like decorative ornaments, not horrible in the slightest. Though I would say that the noise they make is horrible beyond compare. Yeah, it actually sounds like... It definitely makes them sound like bugs crawling all over the place. Alright. Anyways, where are we going? Oh, we're definitely in a different area. Okay, I'm gonna go that way after I grab this orbs over here. Okay. Well, okay, it's just 2 orbs. That's fine. We can... The stress that will take to actually grab those orbs is not worth it. Okay. Anyways, here's some more. Any more items or spiders down here? Nope, doesn't seem like it. Okay. Yeah, after this, I'm pretty sure there's 6 missions in this game. So this is actually gonna be the final level we do tonight. This is the 3rd mission. So, you know, we do half the game this week and then we do the other half of the game next week. Sounds reasonable enough to me. Okay. Anyways, skull spiders have been done to death long before Unity was a thing. Ever since a Skulltula from the Zelda. Ever heard of a Skulltula from the Zelda games? Actually, yeah, I remember that thing from Ocarina of Time. It was definitely an interesting looking enemy. Okay. 2 more and we can get some more developer stuff. Let's see. I suppose the difference between the skull spiders and the horrible spiders is that the horrible spider actually has like an actual head with like head parts still on it, you know, skin and eyes and the mouth sort of. Whereas the skull is just, you know, the skull. All the skin and everything has been ripped out already. Okay. Which, you know, the implications make it horrible, but the appearance isn't quite as bad. Actually, you know, there's like an Oni face on their abdomens that opens its mouth. The monster designs are cool. Oh, hold on.
No matter how hard we train, we'll never be as powerful as these demons. Yofa's in here. I must rescue her. Okay, Lao. We can rescue her. I knew my best friend wouldn't let me down. Together, we make a deadly combination. A deadly combination indeed.
Well, I guess all that cutscene explains is that Lao and Mr. Arch Enemy Man used to be friends many years ago, but not anymore. The times have changed, the ideals have changed, and those who were once allies are now worst enemies, or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this place is again kind of claustrophobic, and it also doesn't help that it's so dark. So it almost feels like the areas are even smaller than they probably really are. Okay, Spider-Man, I'm gonna need you to do some things here. You're not gonna do anything that is really that. Alright, I was about to make a joke, but the master's sudden interaction completely threw off my train of thoughts. Yeah, it's pretty wild things going on. Hell, this. Alright, hold on. Apparently, the game does not want me to take care of Mr. Archer Man. Okay, now I can take care of Mr. Archer Man. Come on. Do it. I know you want to. Do the thing. Do the thing. Please. I implore you. Thank you. Also, as you can see, because we okay, this is something actually I failed to explain. But you see, at the top left corner, the yellow bar is our health, and then each of those white orbs are our like are like our counters. So they recover over time, but you know, once you start deflecting attacks, it will, for every attack you deflect, it will drain one of those orbs, and once you run out, you won't be able to deflect attacks anymore. So because we increased our defense stat, or wild flower petals, I think they're actually supposed to be mirrors, but you know, those things. Once we because we increased our defense, we also got more orbs, or you know, block orbs or whatever they are. So you know, if we max out our defense, then it'll fill the whole thing. So that'd be nice to have, because again, countering is definitely a big thing in this game. So it'd be nice to have that be pretty powerful. Ow. Okay, that's right, the spiders can actually shoot as well. If they're, yeah, see? If they're far enough away from you, they'll start using range attacks instead, and range attacks cannot be countered like direct melee attacks can. Okay. That vocal sound in the music, I've heard it before. Not the ah, more like the how. I've heard it in the Banjo-Kazooie, in Banjo-Kazooie's first level. Ah. I think I know which one you're talking about. I'll have to pay more attention though. Okay, well, this guy's an undead archer. It's not a Forsaken archer, it's just an undead archer. Okay. Yeah, the house. Okay, I think I hear them now. I don't remember it from Banjo-Kazooie, but I'm sure they were there. Okay. Grant Kirkhope definitely has his way with music. Alright. Okay, let's see. Okay, apparently I did not counter properly. Let's try again. We played near the Mombo's hut on Mombo's mountain. Ah, okay. Then I can definitely see that happening. Okay. Yeah, Mombo, he definitely sounds like the kind of guy who would have this music going on. Alright. By the way, recently, speaking of Banjo-Kazooie, recently they added like this Nintendo 64 shader to Yooka-Laylee, and it barely looks like a Nintendo 64 shader or Nintendo 64 anything. It actually just kind of makes the textures look uglier. It doesn't make the game look better in any, or more retro in any way, shape, or form. It literally just makes the game look uglier. Okay. Well, if I got a Goenken level 2, that's the fireball thingy. So now I can use that thing at level 2. Is there anything else here though? Nope. I think this was just a route to get the spell. Can I get like real cheeky here? No! Well, at least we don't instantly die from doing that, it just loses a little bit of health. Okay, well we'll have to go back in here and look for a different door, I suppose. I think the enemies are gonna respawn, by the way. Yes, they are. I mean, I guess we can fight them. It's just extra experience at this point. Taking care of them shouldn't take too long. But I guess my demon food times would beg to differ. Okay. There's all the enemies taken care of. Let's see. Well, yeah, so anyway, they added Nintendo 64 shader to Yooka-Laylee. And again, it didn't look particularly impressive. A lot of people are just saying that basically a lot of people's sentiments are more or less it's been like a year already. There's there's no point to keeping this game updated anymore. Just focus on your next project if you really want to do anything. Okay. And I mean, I do want to give Yooka-Laylee a shot one day. I know I got a lot of negative reviews for basically for trying to be too much like a Nintendo 64 game, to the point of even having the annoying things of Nintendo 64 games. But you know, I don't like just assuming that games are bad. I like actually judging them on my own. Okay. Let's see. Among the top images on Google, I see one render of low-quality Yuka and Laylee that looks a bit creepy, and one really good-looking animation of that. Of course, isn't real. It was made by the Regressor, a 3D Tumblr artist that's really good at making Nintendo 64 and PS1 mockups. Ah, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to look that up. The Regressor. Okay. Okay, here's some like tiger heads apparently. Holy ow! Alright, game. Jesus Christ. I mean, if there's new kinds of threats in here, I suppose we're going the right way. Jeez. Okay, let's see. Okay, I need the camera to like cooperate here. Okay. Ow! Alright, I'm taking a bit too much damage here. Okay. I think he started getting popular after he did some Undertale 64 animations. Ah! Well, fair enough. Anything Undertale related will definitely get you a fair bit of popularity. Right, here we go. Motion capture movie has been on. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Because if you can tell from the animations in a lot of the moves that they do in this game, it's obviously was rendered by using like real people to do the motion capture. And this is 2003. This is the old days of motion capture, so that'll look interesting. Okay. Am I missing anything else over here? No. I could definitely use some health. I've been using a bit too much of that. Okay. Alright. Okay, I thought these were cuts. These were cutscenes you were unlocking were related to the game's story. But they were just behind the scenes videos? Well, so far, yeah. I got yeah, the first conference room movie that we unlocked. No, that's I was serious. That's like actually just a conference room meeting. Then the Gagged interview. That's an interview with the company Gagged. You know, one of the companies that worked on this. And now we just unlocked like a motion capture behind the scenes video, I guess. Maybe we'll actually unlock some cooler stuff later, but for the time being, it's just, you know, behind the scenes stuff, which I mean, I guess it's fine. Nothing particularly wrong with that. Alright, any more items around here? So that's where we went to grab that. Actually, no, it isn't. Below us is the let me see if I'm right. Yes, there's actually that coin right there. Should I go and grab that? I don't know. I don't want to like go all the way around anymore. I'll just skip that coin for now, and maybe I'll come back and grab it later. Yeah, because if we're only going to unlock like behind the scenes stuff, then it's cool, but it's not something I'm going to like go out of my way to grab. Too much effort, or not enough reward. Okay. Let's see. Any immediate items in our vicinity? No. Okay. I see a Buddha statue. First thing I do is go attack it. Maybe there's an item behind it. Oh man. Okay. I think it'd be best for your sanity if you didn't attempt to 100% this Sunday games. Yeah, Honest is actually a game that's meant to be fun to 100%. or a game that I have nostalgia for, that I used to 100% back in the day. You know, I think actually the next game we're gonna be playing on Sundays. If I'm going by the order that I'm going, then yeah, that's a game I used to 100% all the time as a kid. But you know, as an adult, I would probably have much different opinions on that game. You've noticed its many flaws, probably a lot more. And another game that I 100%ed as a kid that I don't even want to think about 100%ing is Shadow the Hedgehog, because that game is just way too much. That game has like, it requires you to replay the game so many different times. It's ridiculous. Okay. Like, yeah, because of the way the mission system works in that game, you're more or less required to replay the game like 8 or 10 different times to get every single ending, and then finally unlock the true ending or something. And it's too much. Like, I might just go for one ending, unless I end up somehow, for some really stupid reason, really liking the game even as an adult, which I highly doubt will happen. I think when we get to that game, we're just gonna go for like one ending, and that'll be all that's left of that. Okay. Speaking of, I just thought of up a name of your new stream series, Second Shot Sundays. It's not that great, but it's the best alliteration I could come up. You know what? That actually kind of sounds neat. Second Shot Sundays. You know, it's an opportunity for a game to prove itself before getting traded in. Maybe I'll change my mind at the last second, but I probably won't. I'm pretty confident on trading in most of these games, but hey, it's still a nice enough game. I mean, name. Okay. Alright. The noise the spiders makes is a little bit intrusive. I wish they weren't quite as loud as they are, but well, here we are. Let's see. Anything else around here? There's a hole. Have I been here before? This place looks familiar. No, this enemy does not hold. Ow! Poisonous whale shell. Okay, I remember these people. That's right, you hit them and they explode. Alright, hold on. There. We gotta make sure not to even try to fight those people, just kind of run away from them. Okay. It doesn't even sound like a spider. Not that spiders make much noise anyways. Sounds more like a spinning machine. Yep. I got some exploding beholders too. Here's like an area. There's a coin. Okay. I hear spiders, but I'm not sure if they're below me. Yeah, they're below me. Okay. Alright, and you... Maybe I would actually finish these missions a lot faster if I focused less on trying to counter every single enemy. Any spiders around here? No. Okay, but never mind. Yes, there is a spider right here. And you know there's a spider because it keeps making the noise, regardless of what it's doing. Okay. Actually, I wonder if spiders and insects and all, but well, you know, obviously some insects definitely make noise clearly heard by humans, you know, like cicadas, they make a lot of noise. But I wonder if like spiders do in fact make some like ultrasonic sounds that we're just like unable to hear, but they do easily communicate with each other, kind of like how whales make these like noises that we humans can't hear, but the whales themselves can. I wonder if that's the same case with spiders. It might be. It's possible. Okay. In other games, that would have been a jump scare. Here, I laughed for some reason. Well, I guess, you know, the idea of a spider falling from the ceiling onto you is pretty spooky. But in this case, the spiders look so... you know, so not like normal spiders. That's probably what makes them more hilarious than anything. Some tarantulas hiss, but that's about it. Ah, that's right, yes, they can hiss. In fact, I think that's what Resident Evil spiders do. Yeah, they hiss. Which means Resident Evil spiders aren't normal spiders, they're tarantulas. Which, by the way, tarantulas and spiders are technically in a different family. Like, basically, I think the logic is that tarantulas are much more primitive than normal small spiders. And in fact, tarantulas, while they do have poison, they're generally not as poisonous as some of the more dangerous spiders out there. So, you know, the spiders, you know, modern day spiders, they're smaller, but they're more fit for the environment that they're put against. I suppose. So, you actually technically should be more... As scary as it looks, a tarantula is technically not as dangerous as, like, a black widow or one of those small but really poisonous looking spiders. Okay, which again, once you think about it, it makes sense. Those big spiders, you know, tarantulas, they probably just had to worry about you know, defending against the bigger prey and, you know, being able to eat them more so than poisoning them. So I guess that would suggest that tarantulas are a lot better at actually biting you and being aggressive as compared to normal spiders. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. Basically, I'm not sure if spiders were around like back when the dinosaurs were around, but you know, the idea suggests that spiders have definitely been around. I mean, tarantulas have been around for longer than quote-unquote normal spiders. Okay. Anyway, there's a thing there. We can get there through here. I can barely see, but... Okay. There's some health. And let me see if I can get that coin over here. Alright. It's hard to see, but I think I'm going the right way here. Okay. Well, I messed that up. Okay, this, again, the wall climbing, it's nice that you can do it infinitely, but that doesn't mean it works all the time. Okay. I'm about to make an anthropologist cry, but it seems like tarantulas are to most spiders as monkeys are to humans. Well, yeah, I guess I can see the logic there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I imagine that, you know, monkeys, you know, traditional monkeys have probably been around for longer than apes. You know, apes are probably the more recent breeds of monkeys because of them being more human-like. And I mean, us humans have been around for like millions of years, that's right, but you know, monkeys have probably been around for even longer than that. Or maybe not, who knows, I don't know. Okay. This coin was surprisingly difficult to get. Okay, but whatever, we got it. Let's see. That's a big water statue. But anyways, this is looking like the top level, so I think we're about to fight the boss here. Probably. Okay. What's my favorite monkey or ape? I mean, Let me think about this for a while, because I mean, I kind of like monkeys in general. They're cool, but if I had to pick like a specific one kind of monkey that I like. I mean, gorillas are pretty cool. It's not just because of Donkey Kong. It's actually just gorillas are cool-looking creatures. But and they're so chill too. And I also remember this one clip of a gorilla like carrying a suitcase, and it legit, like, it was a real life gorilla. Just like they just gave him a suitcase, and he like kind of stood up on two legs and was just carrying this suitcase around, and he literally just looked like an office worker, except a gorilla. And that was just like the coolest look, just the funniest, coolest looking thing. Okay, but and the other thing is that I don't know, I feel like the smaller monkeys tend to be a bit too chaotic. I mean, I guess that's what makes them likable in some cases. You know, if you like wilder animals, but bigger apes, you know, they're stronger and they definitely shouldn't be messed with, but they tend to be, I don't know, they seem to me like they tend to be calmer than the big apes. Okay. Alright. Anyways. One of my favorite gorilla stories was the one that tried to play the Nintendo DS that fell into the sewer enclosure. Yeah, don't be fooled by their big size, they're also pretty smart. I mean, monkeys in general seem to be some of the more intelligent on the animal kingdom, but you know, gorillas fall in that category too. They're not stupider just because they're bigger. Not at all. Okay. Hi there, Winston. Yeah, Winston might have some influence there too. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I think if I had to pick my favorite apes, it'd probably just be gorillas. They're cool. Anyway, here's this guy has some issues clearly. Okay, he almost looks like a Titan, like an Attack on Titan running like that. Holy shit, that's kind of scary. Which reminds me of the Attack on Titan game, and I mean, like, you know, the official PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Steam Attack on Titan game, not the freaking like Attack on Titan fan game that was like insanely difficult to play. Okay, let's see if we can actually get a clear shot on this guy. He runs like Ed. You know what? Let's get him running again. Come on. Yeah, he actually runs like Ed. That's hilarious. I feel like if you stand to the side of these enemies, they have like very little ways of attacking you very well. Yes, like enemies can only attack you from the front, so if you stay to the side of them, they're basically screwed. But it's also kind of hard to get around them when you accidentally end up jumping so much in this game. Okay, we definitely lost a bit of health there, so let's hope we can get that back. Alright, gate seal has been broken, it looks like you can proceed. Alright. Let's see, anything else around here? Nope. Okay, I think we're actually gonna have a boss fight here, so hopefully we'll be okay. I think there's probably some health boxes in here. I might be able to grab those.
Yofa. It's not your fault, Ray.
I'll have my revenge.
Ray, don't do this.
Even if I must become a demon.
Ray, no! Hey!
So here's our next boss. It's this cat creature. Okay, so Rafe, okay, that guy, he became a villain because someone killed his, Ryofi, and he was in love with her, so he was going to have revenge, just even if it meant becoming a demon and doing all sorts of bad things. Okay, so that's the story so far. Again, plot twist, slowly introduced. Doesn't take up too much of your time, doesn't try to pull in too many questions. That's how you do a simple story. Okay. Yeah, this guy moves around a lot more than the previous boss, which is why he's a lot tougher to get. I mean, we should be able to take care of him still. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't flinch too much either, so yeah, we gotta take this one slowly. And I should probably go look for some help right now while we can. Okay, we can get up the freaking thank you, Jesus. Allow. Let's see. I don't know. Health boxes around here? I thought there were. Oh shit. Okay, we gotta be careful here. I do think we gotta continue though, so we'll be okay even if we do die, but I'm sure that'll have an impact on our score. This guy jumps around so much. Okay, now hit its... Okay, I was gonna see if we could hit its tail, but even if we get close to that, he still jumps around, so... Okay. Are those Chinese lion statues mixed with a lizard or something? Yeah, it's a cool looking demon. I'll give it that. Yeah, we gotta take this baby steps at a time. This thing is not gonna let us do a big combo on it. Okay. You know what? I could probably use one of my other spells here. Yeah, we must upgrade before we can use that, so let's see if just the normal fireball will do something here. Oh, there, yeah, we actually did some damage by doing that. Let's see. Oh, it's running around now. Hold on. Okay, hold on. There. Ow, shit. Can take like one more hit. There. Nope, there we go. Okay, we gotta continue here. Let's see. Game over. Yeah, continue. Okay. Seems to have it locked down into a pattern. Okay. I have no idea what's going on, but it looks cool. Alright, yeah, so if you die, you just gotta continue. We have to try the boss fight again, but not the whole level again. Which is fine. Ow. Yeah, and this time we actually have full health, so we'll be okay. Yeah, we're playing on normal difficulty, so it shouldn't be too easy. But it is not too hard either. And again, I'm sure we'll have some kind of point deduction for having to use a continue, but that's fine. I'm not trying to show off my mad Bujingai skills, which I don't have. I'm just playing this game because it's fun, but you know. Okay. You know what? The Goenken isn't working too well for me. It dodges it too fast. Maybe the Soryuken will be a bit more useful here. Okay. That's what you get for trying to cheese the fight with Hadokens. You know what? Fair enough. And he dodges that even better. Yeah, so the moment you start using a spell, he dodges. That means I shouldn't even bother with it. Let's just see if we can get a couple of cheesy hits with our buff here. Ow. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay. I'm about to die again, so let's Let's try for that not to happen. Okay. Alright. There we go. Actually, like... Ow. Oh, shit. Okay, there. Okay, so if we actually hit him at the end of that, he actually flinches. Cool, I have to keep that in mind. There. Okay. So that's gonna be risky. Yeah, I almost got hit there. Okay. Yeah, we don't have any healing items to use, by the way, in this. Like, some hack and slash games will let you use healing items. Ah, well, there we go. Shit, this fight is actually, like, fucking hard. Hey! Okay, let's try again. We can do this. We can do this, it's fine. We've got infinite continues. This is not like the old arcade games where you get limited continues. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that did some damage. Ow. Well, they did some damage to us too. Okay. For some reason I thought you only had one continue. No, we got continues. They at least understood that not every player was... that every player that was going to be playing this is going to be an expert. No, we got to appeal to the newbies too. Okay. Okay, we almost got him now. Alright, let's see. You come on, like one more of those full hits, and then we... There! It has been taken care of. Okay, well, go ahead and take this spell out so it doesn't keep draining our thing. Yeah, so you saw that. You thought that number besides the health was the continuous. Nah, that was just the combo count. Anyway, I could have sworn that there were like health crates around here, but I guess I was mistaken. Maybe in a different boss fight there will be. Okay. Well, but anyways, I did say that after about 3 missions we're gonna be done here, so I'm pretty sure that the game is only 6 missions long. Or at least I'm thinking back and it's oh well, okay. There might actually be 7 missions, now that I think about it. But that just leaves it as an odd number, so... Yeah, this is still a good place to stop today. Yeah, we used to continue, so our ranking is probably gonna go down because of it. Let's see. Yeah, we got a C instead of a... We probably would have gotten a B if we hadn't had to use any continues. Yeah, if not, you can just keep going after the 6th mission. Keep going after mission 6 next week. Yeah, that's fine. It's not gonna be particularly long even with a 7 mission, so it should be fine. Maybe I'm thinking that the game wasn't 6 missions long, but 6 hours long. And you know, that was for a first time playthrough when I didn't know what to do in certain areas, so I can probably shave off an hour of those 6 hours if, you know, I actually know what I'm doing this time. So yeah, we should be okay. We should be A-okay. So I guess we'll just come back here and maybe we'll check out that that motion capture video. That one sounds kind of interesting. Okay.
Lao, save me.
Well, there's a sneak preview of what we have to do next week. That was the most bored save me I've ever heard. Yeah, she was pretty not into it. Okay, I think the reason why I think... Yeah, okay, so... This mirror over here, there's 3 fires. AKA 3 different missions. This mirror is also gonna get 3 different fires. It's that one, that fire, and then the other fire. And I think then there will be like one final mirror appearing somewhere, and that's the final mission mirror. So yeah, I think there's actually 7 missions here. You know, 6 missions and then the final mission, which is numbered, but you know, it doesn't change the fact that it is in fact the 7 missions. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the power-up settings just to get this out of the way before we start next week. So again, I'm still barely using my magic, so I think I'm just gonna go for another attack. I think I should be able to afford it. Let's see. Yeah, we should be able to afford this next attack thingy. Okay, and then 1500. That's that. There it is. Okay. And we'll work on this. Probably more defense and health for now. I guess we can maybe take the time to level up the magic like once. But other than that, I'm really not using it too much, so I don't feel the need to upgrade the magic. Oh, shit, it unspent itself because I pressed triangle instead of X. Okay, well, never mind, let's go ahead and spend those points again. Alright. By the way, I think the game is set in like the actual settings that we're going to are in Japan, but it also looks like it could be China. Like there's definitely some Chinese influence to a lot of the things going on in this game. There's still Japanese influence, but there's also Chinese influence. And, you know, they are different cultures. Do not be fooled by stereotypes. They are very different cultures. Anyways, yeah, let me go see if I can go back to... Actually, no, before I do that, can I save here? Actually, maybe the status, will that give me the option to save? No. Okay. The options, will that give me the option to save? No. Okay. It's not gonna do anything. So I just hope we get it. Sure you want your progress can be saved onto the... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it gives you the option to save once you quit. And once like I said, that lady is the spitting image of a Chinese mythology figure, Shang He. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen Shang He before. Maybe not any particular example. It's just, oh yeah, Shang He. I know who that is. I think. Okay. Alright, with the hair, dance moves, and being unable to speak due to being dead. Yeah. Okay, anyway, let's see. Special options. Movie viewer. Yeah, I want to see the motion capture one. That one was probably going to be kind of interesting, so I'm going to just let you guys enjoy that. Well, there you go. That's how they did the motion capture for this game. In fact, I think that's that one guy probably did all the motion capture in here. I mean, there's only like 4 characters in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if he did everything, including the Yofa or Yoga or whatever, Shanghai lady. You can comment over this is fine. Yeah, there's subtitle. Yeah, maybe let's go ahead and check out the gagged into. I mean, we unlocked these. We might as well watch them. How to look cool and not kill yourself. And the nice things about this practice katana is, ow! Yep, I could definitely see some accidents happening while this was being done. Not serious accidents, just, hey. Okay. Well, this one has like music though. Holy shit. Well, here's. Oh! Okay.
力を与えて。僕ね、結構簡単なのかなと思ってたんだけど。
I mean, all you're making is like Hia noises.
セリフがない。
Of course, it was pretty easy.
ああいうこう擬音っていうのかな。あれだけで全部表現するっていうのはすごい大変なことなんだなってやりながら思ってたね。結構しんどかったね。言葉が喋れるっていうのは幸せなんだなってそう思ってたよ。
I'm not happy being Link, is what you're saying
す
here.
ごくいい発表の場だったと思うし、実際にね来てる人たちもで
Imagine him actually saying that the place fucking
実際ね
sucked.
こう見ててね
In
言ったの
in
が
that's just a video in the game
記
itself.
者会見ってなかなかないから
Okay.
今日見てていい空気が流れてるなって実際に思えたっていうことも
Well, I guess we should have watched the conference before this then.
多分ね制作する側の人
And
た
we'll
ち
watch the
の
conference after
思い
this.
が届いてるからなんじゃないのかなって思うんだよね。中には結構まあ
It is so awkward to hear a voice actor
ただの仕事の流れで記者
like
発表を
speaking so quietly and so
そうい
calmly,
うところに
even though he was just
がっ
voicing
かり
like
する
an
んだよね
excited character.
本当にふざけんなっていつも思うけど
Translator's note: gagged is Japanese for
Champion.
gagged.
すごくこう見てる人たちもステージに上がっている人たちもあと関わって
I
る
guess
ス
so.
タ
I
ッ
guess
フも
gagged was
すごく
actually
緊
just the
張して
voice actor's
るとは
name
思うん
or
だ
like
けども
alias,
いい
not the
空気流
company.
れてたんじゃないのかな、そうだなまあ自分がねこうやってゲームっていう世界の中でその自分の魂がこうキャラクターになったりとか
I mean, that's just
っていう
a
もの
common
に届けられ
sentiment
る
for
っていうのは非常に嬉し
voice
い
actors. They want to portray the character as well as they can.
まあ、僕はいつもそうなんだけど作品を作るっていうものにおいてはそれがゲーム音楽映画、まあ、役者だったりとかいろんなことあると思うんだけどねものを作るっていうことに対しては何も変わりがないと思うんだよね
No, you don't.
その作るっていう
Okay, I disagree with you, Mr.
作る
Man.
ってい
You
うこと
do
に対しての
not act the
Same
same way in
thing.
movies as you do in video games and like anime and stuff. That's they're complete. There's a
世
different.
界に
There's a reason
自分
why
の
actors and
存
voice
在を生か
actors
してく
are
れる
not
って
the
いうところ
same.
と僕はまたこういうところでやったことがまた返ってくるっていうのかなそれを感じれるのもすごく
Anyway, let's see what else he has to
嬉しいし
say here.
実際に
I love playing games before this. Actually,
うん
you don't sound like you were too excited
僕も
about
ゲーム
that
大好
prospect.
きだからさ
I'm sorry,
自
Mr.
分
Gact.
が例えば自分がゲーム作るんだったらどんなゲーム作るかなとかって思った時もあってさでもゲームって感動する時もあれば感動できない時もあるし
You
ゲームから多く
you
のこ
got
とを
your
学ぶことって
you
ある
got
んだよ
your
ね
Xenosagas and you've got your Super Mario
確かに
Brothers.
作られた世界なんだけど
That's basically what he
そ
said
こ
over
に
there.
ものすごい数の人たちが関わっていて人が感動するためのものを何回も何回も繰り返してそれを1年2年かけて作るわけだよねそれが届いた
Oh
時
yeah,
っ
I'm an
て
OG gamer. I was
So
way into
far,
Final Fantasy VII. That's it.
面白いなって確かにその僕らがやってるこ
You
とを
love
生
putting on.
のライブ
I'm sorry, but he sounds
やっ
so
ぱり僕は
bored.
大好きで、
It almost
Mm.
it almost sounds like it feels like there's a gun pointed at his head off screen. It's like
ゲームを
you
作る人たちの
better
思いっていうのは
speak
ちょうど
well
僕ら
about
レ
the
コーディングが入っ
fucking
てる
game
時の
or
思い
you're
に似てるんじゃ
dead,
ないかなっていつも思うんだ
motherfucker.
よね。
It feels that way.
毎回毎回同じところでも徹夜の作業がずっと続いて、でもとにかく少しでもいいものにしたいっていう気持ちで、それが本当に結果として出た時に届いた、そのゲームを受け取ったその作品を
You
受け
can
取った
feel the emotion in every single yeah noise that he makes. It truly is
そのように
inspiring.
感動を感じることがで
You
きる。
can't put it into words because it's technically not words.
しかも
Yeah, I don't think you can go to like the Merriam-Webster dictionary, look up here, and it has like a
国境を
meaning.
超えてるでしょう。世界至るところでみんな
That guy that said, and the
その
graphics,
言葉
you
が
know,
分からな
that's
くて
really
も
what it's all about.
そのストーリーの
He was bored
内容だ
throughout
ったり
this
とかを
entire
ゲームって
interview
いう
about
その
this his
ゲー
passion
ム性っ
project
ていう
about
面白さ
football doggos.
を通してスト
I
ー
mean,
リー
he
を
sounded
展開すること
bored,
もでき
whatever.
るし、
Yeah,
そういうところは、
okay.
ものを作る人たちが見習わなければいけないところなんじゃないかなって思うところでもある。面白いよ。
I love that like freaking like box standard Windows Movie Maker transition screen that they do, where they
結構
just
イライ
like
ラして
flip
る
the
時もあっ
page.
たんだけどね。でも
The game
実際にこうやって
is
今
fun.
やってる最中で、結構面白いなってそう思いながら、なかなかほら自分たちの関わった作品ってさ、客観的に見れない部分ってあるじゃない。
This is entertaining for the wrong
やっ
reasons.
てたらこれやっぱり面白いなって思いながらできる
Oh
って
my
いうのは
god.
いいよね。
I feel like I'm Red Supre right now. Holy shit,
綺麗
just
だよね。
bashing on
やっ
this
てて
guy
楽しい。
that thinks he's so cool, but it just doesn't sound like he is.
好きなんだなって自分で
I
思うし。
I think I really I'm not sure if I like this, but I
女の子
think
た
I
ちだけ
I
じゃなく
mildly
て
enjoy
男の
it.
子たちも十分この世界のこのゲームの世界の中で、ね、自分のその思いっていうのかなをリンクでき
He's
る
wearing sunglasses
気
to
が
hide
す
the
るんだよね。
fact that he's falling asleep.
純粋に
Yeah.
やっててドキドキするゲームであって
I
もらい
wanted
た
the
いんだ
game some you
Come on.
could be genuinely excited
も
for
ともとねやって
a
た
while
っ
playing.
ていうのがあるか
Oh
ら
my god.
実際に
What does the term martial arts
でも
mean
ね
to
僕は
you?
ねどちらかというと飲み込みが遅い方なんじゃないかっ
Let's
て自分では思ってるんだよねいつも。で僕はもともとすごく体が弱くて
My body used to be really weak. Now
で
my
もそれ
now
を
my
言い訳に
voice is
逃
weak,
げ
but
たくな
my
い
body
っていう
is
気
strong.
持ちがあってで心の
Is
弱
this
さ
guy
を
like a mid 2000s
克服するため
celebrity
に
or
こう
something? Why should we care about an entire interview video focused on him alone?
僕はねその
I'll have to look him up
最近街中で
later. Maybe he actually voiced a bunch of like
なんていうのかな
important characters or
喧嘩をしちゃダメ
something.
だとかそういうこと
He
に
just doesn't.
お母さんと
It's just that this was one of his lower
違うと思うんだよね。
roles that he had to pretend was one of his highest roles.
体と体の喧嘩はしばらく経てば傷は治るんだよね。
Google gagged. He currently
でも
looks
最
like
近
the
そういう
main
ことができな
character
くな
of
っ
the
た
game.
人が多くなっちゃって
There you go. That's
みん
fitting
な心
enough.
で喧嘩をするんだよね。心の傷つけ合いをする。心の傷つけ合いは心の傷はなかなか治らない。いじめだってそうだし自殺する人たちが増えてるのもやっぱり心を傷つけてる人たち心を傷ついてる人たち心が傷ついてる人たちが多いのが原因なんじゃないかなって思うんだよね。
I mean, I don't want to joke about this topic, but
武
still,
術から学ぶことっていうのはすごく
I guess it relates back to martial arts
Definitely.
somehow.
今の日本で
Okay.
生きることとはっていうのを学校では教えてくれないよね。
I don't teach you what it really means to
こう
live
いう
in Japanese
なんていうの
schools.
かな
In
修
a
練と
world
か鍛錬とかっていうこと
where
を通して
Japanese
生き
schools
る意味みたいなものを
contain
きっ
like
かけ
the students with super powers. One man must stand up and bear above all the others, or something like that.
で実際に
Part of him reminds me of Tommy
いつも
Wasey.
思うのが
Waiziao.
僕らみ
What's
たいな
how do you say that word? There's too many consonants at once in there. but okay.
白人や黒人のような大きな体を持っている人たち
It's like the game inspired him to become as much of a plastic-skinned Bishonen as he could be.
でも
Yeah, this jabroni doesn't know shit about martial arts.
こ
Oh,
う
why so?
僕ら
Okay,
の
that's how
体
you
を
say it.
上手に使った
Alright.
格闘技っていうのが存在していて、でそれをマスターするようになると、なんていうのかな、相手が何人であろうがそんなの全然関係なくて、対一個人として
I think they just asked him a basic question,
向
and
き合える
he just assumed that he's expected to give
僕と
like an
君
in-depth
という状態
reply
で
to a basic question. This is really what it feels like right here.
そういうのって本当にこう武術から教えてもらうことっていうのは非常に多いと思う、僕は少なくとも小さい頃からずっと、ボクシングや空手で、特に空手かなをやってる時に
Oh my god.
なんていうの、侍魂みたいなものを教えてもらった
The
時に
Wait, you said you were learning karate. How did you learn the spirit of the samurai through karate?
に誇りを感じた時はあったけどね、すごい
Look,
今でも
there's sword learning lessons for that, man.
でもあれがなかったらもっとひねくれてたかもしれないなって
I mean, I'm poking fun at all, but I wouldn't expect like seeing Shamel to
でゲームの
know
主
his
人公
way
や
around
ヒー
judo.
ロー
Yeah.
って呼ばれる者たちは
What is your idea of a
つま
hero?
り完
All
璧じゃない
Might.
んだよね
There you go.
心にもちろん弱い部分を持っていて、でもそれを克服しようってする
AKA
それが
All
僕の
Might.
ヒーロー像っていうかヒーローの哲学なん
Just
じゃない
just
か
look up All Might.
完璧なものはなんていうんだろう
Yeah, saying
ヒー
Shamel,
ロー
I at least expect you to know how to say. Oh,
もし定義があるんだとしたら
well, I mean, I know who he is. I've just
ヒ
never
ーロー
actually heard his name.
呼ばれる人たちが
Hey,
多大なる影
is
響
it
を周りに
Scammel?
与えるこ
I
と
don't
がで
think
きる
it's
ってこと
that's
が
that's
必然
no,
条件
it's not
だ
Scammel.
と思うんだよね
Okay, there's two
強い
M's in there. Maybe that changes it
完
up a
璧
little
なヒーロー
bit.
になるんではなくて、その人の生き方やその人の行動や考え方が
I'm way
周り
off.
にいる人たちに影響を
I
与え
mean,
る
Sean,
っていうことが
that's fine.
ヒ
It's
ーローの最初の条件であって、
it's not
で
Shemail.
もその人たちは
No, it's not
ヒーローと呼ばれてい
Shemail.
る人たちは決してパ
Shemail,
ーフェクトでは
that's
な
not
く
what it
て
is.
心に弱さを持っていて、でもそれに負けない自分が
Shemail?
そこ
No,
にいて
no, no, that's not. It's not
それをなんと
Shemail.
か
There's no
克服しよ
way.
うとするその精神やその
Oh
態度
my
が
god. The topic of conversation has to. What's this guy talking about again?
感動を与えるんだと思うんだよ。
Suspense or attitude is what moves the hero or something.
僕のヒーロー像っていうのはそういうもんだよ。映画化された
Okay.
ら面白い
How
ね。
would you like to see Bujingai
それが一
develop
番
in
面
the
白い
future?
こと
It
だなって
didn't.
思うんだよね。
It did.
そ
I
こ
think
に
it
行っ
would
てほ
be
しい
the
なって
greatest, and I hope we can take it to
思う
that
んだけど
point.
ね。
No, dude. This was just a normal game.
見てみたい。
Shamel?
あのキャラクターが。だってほとんど喋んないんだよ。
Oh, okay.
いやーすごいと思うけどね。喋らないで1時間20分の世界を確立してしまうキ
You
ャ
want
ラ
an
クター
entire movie of this game. But there's barely a story here. You can't make a movie out of this shit.
やってもいいんじゃないかなって思うんだけど。
見てみたいやってみたいでいいですか
そうだね。やれるんだったらやりたいよね。僕だったらできるかもしれない。
僕も見てみたいです。
そう言ってもらえると。とにかく
To wrap up, do you have a
So-
message for the players?
人っていうものが考えた
This
人の
game
可
is
能性
filled with possibilities.
詰
Everything
ま
that
ってい
these
るゲームなん
beings
じゃない
called
かなと思
people
うんだよね。
can think.
実際にこんな人はいない。そう思うかもしれないみんな。でもこうなれたら素敵だ。
You
こ
are
んな
taking
こんな
this
風に人が
way
動けたら
out
す
of
ごくいいだろうなっ
proportion.
て思う形を
Oh my god.
関わった制作の人間はここに
Okay.
一人
Oh,
で
Shamel. Oh, Shamel.
Jesus.
That's how you're supposed to say it.
生んだんだよね。
Okay. Alright. What is this philosophical mumbo jumbo? Who is this
そんなこと
guy?
じゃなくてゲームだけれども
Okay.
ゲームを通してみんなが少しでも感じてくれたら、この制作に
Okay, I'll
関わった
keep
人
that
た
in
ち
mind.
が
It's Shamel, not
僕も
Schimmel.
含めてみんな報
Oh
われ
my
るんじゃない
god.
かな
This almost sounds like I'm saying camel with like
楽しんで
speech impairment.
もらえれば
Okay, I hope they will. Well, I enjoyed it. I just didn't think it was this philosophical field trip, Mr. Gact. Okay, I guess we'll take a look at the press conference real quick. August 28, 2003, in
ただいまより
Akasaka
怪盗
Prince
創立
Hotel,
50周
Tokyo.
年記念ゲームソフト無人会制作記事発表会を始めさせていただきます。
Taito's 50th anniversary?
改めてご紹介を
How
させてい
long
ただきま
has
す。
this? What
皆様から
the
2
fuck?
回
Okay, they must have been making toys before they started making games. Kind of like Nintendo, but you know, without the success.
続きましてそのお隣主人公と敵対するかつての親友レイ・ジェイロンの声を担当された山寺宏一さんです。
I mean, we don't actually get to hear his voice because the game is dubbed.
そして私のお隣無人街の主人公ラウ・ウォング役のガクトさんです。
Okay. I just found an entire forum thread dedicated to pronouncing Shenmue's first name as Sean or Scene. I mean, okay, it would look like it would be Scene, but people that actually called that name, they pronounce it Sean. Not Sean, more like Sean. I mean, that's what Jacksepticeye. His real name is his name is Sean, so he says it's Sean, so you know that's what I say.
台東さんの創立50周年記念作品であるということ、それからひろいさん率いる
Wait a minute, hold on. This game was Taito's 50th anniversary game.
そして記者発表もあるというのを最初に聞いたものですから、これはものすごい力の入った作品なんだろうということを思いまして、
I didn't even process that first.
いただいたことを嬉しく思いました。
Like, oh
事
shit.
務所から話し合った時にも
Well, okay. Again, it's not a bad game.
すごい
Bijin means beautiful woman. Okay. You see a Japanese lady that you want to flirt with, just go, hey, Bijin lady, would you like some tea or something? I don't
ちょっ
know.
とがっかりなされたようではあるんですけれども、実はもうすごく期待は持って。
You're not disappointed about Gak, clearly is.
なるなという予感をして、はい。
ということで山寺さんとしてはもうすごく気合の入った今日ということですね。
まだ僕は取ってないもんですから、ドキドキしてます。
はい。じゃあ期待しております。よろしくお願いします。続きまして坂本さんお願いします。はい。
私もやっぱりすごく力が入っている作品だということを聞いて、
I'm paying close attention to what Gact is doing.
嬉しいなと思ったのと、
He looks like he's not. He still looks like he's not having fun here.
一緒に出られるって聞いて嬉しかったです。
Gact is the kind of guy who wears sunglasses indoors every day of his life, isn't he? He certainly looks like he might be that kind of person.
ちっちゃい頃から、ちっちゃい頃から。
はい。ということで協力メンバーということで今日お越しになっている皆様もかなり期待されていると思いますので頑張ってください。はい。さあそれではガクトさんいかがでしょうか。
Let's see.
最初に話をもらった時に、
はい。
The camera had to change just for him.
はい。
自分のキャラクター入れることができればいいなっていうことをずっと思っていて、
はい。
でこの話が来て実際に僕の
He's trying so hard to make this sound like a huge passion project and not just like just an average game that came out that week and there was another equally average game coming out the next week. Sorry, Gak, you're just not doing a good job here. Remember when we were talking about Japan's lack of sarcasm? I guess this is how they deliver sarcasm. Just being extremely mundane.
ものを作っていきたいんだっていうところからずっと思いをぶつけられたということは僕にとってもすごく嬉しくて、で僕もそういう気持ちに対して自分はこう
I mean, it's a good way to mask sarcasm if
こういうものを見ていきたいと思うっていうことを
okay.
ぶつけ合うことができたっていうの
I
は
wonder if MS3K Retsuprey style riff videos are considered impossibly, unforgivably rude to the Japanese. Now I think they're fine because the Japanese also they have to understand that that's how comedy works in a different language. So the like they understand what's being said. It's just it's not something they would personally say in their language, I guess. Yeah, I think they're less. In that case, they would be less shocked by sarcasm and more like confused by sarcasm.
そのラボングと持っているラボングが持っている世界観と実際にガクトさんの持っている世界観で
Never heard that
共通するところっていうの
style
は
of
あるんでし
video
ょうか
being made in Japan before. So I wonder how weird it is for them. Yeah, like you would have to look at the
この話が来た時に
はい
like you would have to look for some really sarcastic moment in like a cartoon or a movie or something, and then
自分の声がこう
like try to find the Japanese dub with English
キャラ
subtitles.
クターが生きる
That's my best guess.
のですごい嬉しいな
To just like watch a movie with two yahoos commenting and making fun of the whole thing. Yeah, yeah. I don't think there's any kind of YouTubers. Well, there probably are
ですよね
some kind of YouTubers like that in
喋り
Japan,
ませんとか言われて
but it seems like lately most Japanese YouTubers are virtual YouTubers.
声
Kisuna AI clones up the wazoo.
ね喋りません
Jesus Christ.
そうです
And
実際
Yes, there's also the normal Let's Players. There's actually this one Japanese Let's Player that I follow, and some of his videos have or some of their videos, actually it's a group of people. Some of their videos have subtitles, and yeah, they don't use any sarcasm. They just do
剣を使ったり
they just do
盾を覚えたり
just reaction comedy and
で実際にも
the
こういう条件
you
を
know that kind of stuff.
初めて手にして
Okay, the easiest place to scout for that style of comedy would be a Japanese language Let's Play.
ちょっとね力
Yeah,
みですぎ
I think that was like an Outlast Let's Play.
指の皮がボロボロに向けて
Yeah, and I don't think he ever used any kind of sarcasm. He was just the YouTuber I'm talking about is
じゃあこの剣は結構重たいんですか
it's a YouTube channel called Two Bro, I think. It's just like number 2 and bro. So you know,
かな
Two
り
Bro.
大きな
It's easy to
そうな
find,
んですね
and the people in there are like Otoja, Anija, and
たくさん
some other guy. I don't remember the other
の
guy.
中にも
See how the Let's Player talks over the bad games cutscenes.
もっともっとやれればいいなっていうのが
Yeah.
あるんですけど
はい
Like, he mostly
あの
plays
今回
like
も本当に名
American
前こ
games
そ
though,
ラブロング
surprisingly
という名前
so.
になっておりますけれどもガクトさんご自身がそ
I
の
don't
まま
know.
画面の中
I
に
think you'd have to
中
look
に
for the
いらっしゃる
more
ような感じになっている
obscure
んですけれ
Let's
ども
Players, but then
なか
again,
な
the
かそうい
more
った経
obscure you
験
get
で
with
き
the
ない
Let's
と思うんで
Plays,
すけれども
the
ね実際に
less likely
ゲ
they
ー
are
ム
to
の
have
中で
subtitles
自分が戦っ
done
てい
for
る
them.
姿をご覧になっていかがですか
So, unless there's a very specific example out there, you might actually be better off learning Japanese. Also, I'm not paying
昔
any
の
attention to this interview.
やっちゃの頃こんな感じだったのかなとかやっぱりさすがに自分が暴れたりとかしてるのは見たことないんで、
え
こんなに金じゃないかもしれないなとか
I mean,
僕結構死に物狂いなタイプなんで
ええ
isn't something one gets to experience very often.
美しく
Have these people ever even heard of a Legend of Zelda game?
はい
いいなといつも思ってるん
The
です
main
けど
character is named Link for a reason. Yeah, it is the link between the player and the
自
game.
分想像してる
That's the whole purpose.
してくれると
ええ
Hey,
なんて言うんだろう怠けちゃいかんなとかちょっとゲームに負
I
けちゃい
can't lose to a game.
え
Okay, your signs
精
are
進しようって
add better work
トレー
hardest.
ニングに
Not with that attitude, you
上げ
ain't.
てます
でこの敵に関しましては名前がですね金鏡子と言われましていわゆる一般的な雑魚なんですけれども、この後に後ほど先に進みますと、もっと大型の敵等々がこのステー
Yes,
ジ
you would expect the game to introduce new kinds of enemies as you progress. If it didn't do that, we would be in a serious issue here.
なってますね。敵カウンターですね。
Okay.
そうしてます。 このように今回のゲームは剣撃
Okay,
カウンターと呼ばれている
the cameras are going insane right now.
敵の攻撃をオートで勝手に撃てるようになっております。
Did Gak never play this game before this interview? He might have just been showing off with his philosophical speech and whatever. That said, I have definitely heard of voice actors.
いやモーションキャプチャーなんとかやってま
We're
す
back to this. Okay.
自分のプロモーションビデオの中でもモーション
Oh, he's the one that did the motion capture too. Well,
初
okay.
めてじゃない
I guess he must have been a lot more involved with the project than we're giving him credit for, but still. I wonder if it's a common thing for voice actors to not be interested or not allowed to play a game during its
って
development.
いうのは言い方ちょっと変かもしれないんですけど
Well, I can say
一番
this,
最初にやったような
Elsword
モーションキャプチャーって独特な
when
スーツ
not too long ago actually is when the American servers got their own English dub,
聞いて
and
これはない
the
よ
voice actor that does the main character, Elsword, they did an interview with him and he actually openly said, I've actually never voiced for a game before, I only voiced for anime. So
言えるように
this was my first time voicing for a game character
やって
and
るんじゃないかなと
it shows.
思ってます
It shows he doesn't quite understand that voice acting for games is a little bit different,
結構もう
unfortunately.
教えてくれる先生も
Though I guess it's also contributed to that particular dub just having a terrible voice director.
怒られて
It's not even the voice acting that's the problem, it's the director that just didn't tell them how to portray emotions and
実際剣
things
を
properly. In particularly,
どんどんかかって
the problem with the dub, with the American dub in Elsword, is that
早くやっていこうっていう
the characters, like they will yell out an attack,
いや全然
and the voice actors had no idea how long the attack was supposed to last.
まあ現場で来て
So you'll get a character doing an attack that lasts a second,
まあ敵の
and their voice actor will just yell the attack for like 5 seconds straight. It's so ridiculous, it's so awkward, it's embarrassing, honestly.
もう少し冷静に話をさせてくれないのかなっていう
Yeah, I really wish we could have known how long each of these videos were beforehand. That mocap video was so short compared to this. Yeah. Okay, I think this is about to be over.
それでは最後にもう一度ゲストの
So everyone back out one more time. Alright. Well, this was really just a time to comment, to have a conversation. Look at that old ass TV yet. I have an older TV in my house, but not that old. Jesus. We probably should have had at least some music playing throughout this whole interview. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. This was... I think we should have just stuck with the motion capture video. I don't think we need to go to these other two. But whatever. It made the stream almost 3 hours as opposed to 2 hours and 20 minutes or whatever it was going to be before. I'm gonna say don't watch the press conference. Okay, well, at least it was better than fucking EA's press conference on this year's E3, we can say that at least. Alright, anyways, that's all the time I have for you guys today, so I hope you enjoyed, you're enjoying Bojangay, the Forsaken City. It is enjoyable for some of the right reasons and a lot of the wrong reasons, but it's enjoyable nonetheless. We'll come back to this to finish it next week, and that just went off by itself. I didn't press any buttons. Anyways, yeah, and then join us on next Friday and Saturday as we go back to the absolute insanity and hot mess that is Xenosaga Episode 3. I almost don't want to go back to it, but I know it's something we have to do anyway. So, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been all for today. And so here says... No. And so here says goodbye. Holoplay 45.